It's here just in time for October. Mary Skelter Finale, the limited collector's edition for the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. Alright, so we're going to be opening up both the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch version of the Mary Skelter Finale Limited Collector's Edition. This Collector's Edition has got everything. I really like this limited edition. Very nice. I like everything that's included with it. I think it was really well done, really well put together. If you're thinking about getting into the Mary Skelter series, you don't want to pay too much money. Really, you can just jump straight into this third game here because this actually includes the stories of the first two games, plus some unreleased visual novel that was in Japan only. So that's all in here. You get basically all that content, and then you're ready to just jump right into the third game here. But otherwise, if you want to play all of the games, really all you need is Mary Skelter 2 and Mary Skelter Finale for the Nintendo Switch, because 2 on the Nintendo Switch actually has the complete first game on the same game card. So really you just need those two games, you got all the games right there. Now if you want like a more complete package, then I definitely recommend this limited edition and the second game on Nintendo Switch, because then you'll have all of the games and you'll have all of the content. This limited edition actually has the graphic novel of all three Mary Skelter games. You've got the soundtrack for all three Mary Skelter games. It really is a complete package. Just this limited edition and the second game, you'll have everything. Anyway, let's jump into this, see what we've got here. So let's go ahead and start with the collector's box. All right, here is the box. Mary Skelter Finale. And the top just slips off. And you can see we've got some of the characters on here. I guess various groups of characters. Now, this game I ordered from Iffy's online store, and that is because it comes with these Idea Factory cards, and I'm kind of collecting these. These are pretty cool. They release 1 or 2 of them each month, and you can see we're on number 19 right here. So Nurse's Orders. This comes outside of the box, but this particular game came with a card inside of the box too. So both of these cards are for this game. They're both for September 2021, but they're 2 different numbers. So this is number 19, this is number 20. And this one actually looks really cool. They used a special printing process with this, and the colors just really pop on this. You can see like the black, some of the blacks are like extra glossy. Some of them are matte and some are glossy. So they've got a couple different inks, I guess, for black in this. So you see some of those blacks are extra glossy. Pretty cool. Yeah, so these cards are really nice. I love collecting these. And then here we have a poster. Ooh, this is really glossy. Very small poster, actually. I want to say this is like 17 by 11 inches or so. Pretty small, but very nice poster otherwise. Super glossy. So, which kind of sucks with the folds, you know? So really, you got to flatten it, put it in a frame with a cover or something like that if you don't want to have this odd reflection. But very nice. And next up, we have the Steelbook. So this here is the PlayStation 4 version. If you order the limited edition contents for the Nintendo Switch, it'll come with a Nintendo Switch Steelbook as well. So yeah, just dependent on which version you order. side. Here we've got the Blood Maidens. Yeah, you put your disc here. And then also, yeah, the Nintendo Switch version, of course, will have a game card socket for plugging the game card in. Very nice steelbook. Let's see what we got next. Oh, the soundtrack. So here is the OST, and there are 3 discs in this soundtrack. Let's go ahead and open this up. So we've got the background music for all 3 Mary Skelter games. That's why I was saying, you know, if you want to get like just a complete all-in-one everything, this limited edition is definitely the way to go. You get the soundtracks from all 3 games. You get the graphic novels from all 3 games. And, you know, you don't even need, if you don't want to get these first and second game, you can skip Mary Skelter 2 because it has all of the backstory in the finale. So you can look that all up. You can just read through that and then play the game if you want. Or, hey, if you want to play through all 3 games, like I said, get the second game and then get the finale. You'll have all of the games on those 2 game cards. So here is the back. In here we have the track lists for the other discs. Soundtrack 1, soundtrack 2. Okay, I was wondering about that. And then soundtrack 3 is on the back here. Very cool. So yeah, a lot of music. Under that, we have a hardcover art book. This is the official art book. So here we've got the characters. The various groups of characters. And you can see they all kind of have like fairy tale names. So these are like, it's like a reimagining of fairy tale characters in this really dark sort of world. So this is a first-person dungeon crawler. So one of those, you know, maze type dungeon crawlers that you explore and then battle creatures and stuff like that. But yeah, all the characters are based off of fairy tale characters. There's Alice, and they're just kind of like a reimagining, like a very dark, macabre reimagining of these fairy tale characters in this nightmare of a jail. There's some of the creatures. Very, very dark imagery here. Concept art. It's all in black and white over here. Okay. Let's try to get through this a little bit faster here. A lot of concept art. I was really hoping this would have more art from the other games too, but it's not looking like it. Oh, wait. Let's back up here. Okay. I saw something good. Okay, here's developer Q&A. This kind of stuff is super interesting. So yeah, we've got developer Q&A. Love that sort of thing. Got more here. If you guys want, you can pause this and read it too. It's kind of why I'm trying to page through this, but I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'm not going to read it. But if you want to, feel free to pause. Very cool. All right, so that is the Mary Skelter Finale official art book, hardcover. All right, next up we have the graphic novel. This is all 3 Mary Skelter graphic novels, and this is heavy. This is what made the package. I got the package from Iffy's online store and I picked it up. I could not believe how heavy it is. It is this thing right here. This is thick. This is a ton of paper right here. Let me just try to get a good spot here. There we go. All right, this is really special too. The design team did a great job with this. So you can see it's got this clear slip cover, and that just kind of like, it has the sort of blood effect. So this blood splatter, you can just slip that right over, and it kind of adds that. It's a clear slip cover and just adds that sort of blood effect, and then keeps everything in there, keeps it all from slipping out. And then we have the slip case right here. This is a hard slip case, and this has got a nice matte finish on it and very easily accessible. It's got this little triangular cutout here, so you can just grab the novels straight from here. So yeah, we've got the Mary Skelter Nightmares, which is the first game, Mary Skelter 2, and Mary Skelter Finale. Let's go ahead and see what these look like. Now, of course, this is gonna have spoilers in it, so we're just gonna kind of lightly glance through here. We'll just lightly glance through here. Don't pay too much attention to what's going on, but yeah, okay. We've got a lot of writing in here. Good, good. And lots of art as well. Color, in fact. So, very nice. I like that. Let's just do a really quick sort of page through here to see what it kind of looks like. Very nice. So yeah, this one here, 132 pages on book 1. Take a quick look here. Make sure they didn't sneak all black and white color in, black and white pictures in here. Okay, good. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so this one is a little bit smaller. This one is, what, 66 pages? And then Finale. Very nice. Yeah, this is really cool. So you got some reading material here too. Like I said, this limited edition, a lot of value here. This one has 60 pages. All right, so you get 3 books, and then you get the game, you get the art book, the soundtrack for all 3 games, poster, kind of smallish poster, the steel book, which is super cool, and you get that definitely if you order the Switch one. You get it with a Switch steelbook inside, and then the PlayStation version comes with a PlayStation steelbook. So aptly fitting. And then, yes, of course, there is the card in the box, and yeah, if you order from Iffy's online store, then you'll get another card depending on which month you order. So if you ordered now, you'd probably get the October card with it, but you would still get this exclusive one as well. And these are, if you're not interested in the cards even, I mean, you can sell these. These are highly collectible. There's people that want these, especially, I would imagine, the one that comes inside the box, because if they skip this release and they're collecting these cards, there's no other way to get this. So there are people that will pay good money for this. It'll, you know, knock a significant amount off of your order. You could sell both of these if you didn't want them, you know? So yeah, something to consider. All right, let's go ahead and open up the PlayStation 4 version. Now, you should be happy to know that there is no additional censoring with the PlayStation 4 version, but if I had to guess, I would imagine that's because it was probably developed with PlayStation 4's rules in mind, because the second game did not release in North America on the PlayStation 4 just because the Japanese version had to have the cleansing mode removed. Sony did not want that. It was too lewd. So when they designed this game, I have a feeling they designed it with Sony's rules in mind so that it could be released on PlayStation 4 without having to remove anything. Now, who knows what kind of game we would have got if Sony did not have those rules. There would probably be some sort of awesome mini game in here, I would imagine. All right, so of course I could tell my disc was loose in here. I could feel that. I hate that feeling when you get a PlayStation 4 game and your disc is rattling inside there. I hate that. Hate that so much. Now, here we go. One cool thing about this is it has reversible cover art, And the reversible cover art, I believe, I don't know whose rule this was, but so the reversible cover art is basically just uncensored. So this is the censored version, and I don't know if that was because of the ESRB or if that was something that, you know, Sony requested, you know, that the outward facing cover is censored. Now the difference here is you see a nice little the forbidden flesh over here. Some forbidden flesh. And I don't know if that's the only difference. I feel like that's the only difference. If there's anything else, you guys can let me know. I think that's it. But yeah, isn't that ridiculous? So we got this whole other cover art back here. Which, I mean, hey, I'm glad they did it, because, you know, that would be something people would notice too, is like, you know, why in the promotional materials is, you know, she uncensored, and then on the cover art, she's censored. So kind of a weird thing. But yeah, so you can just reverse this. Boom. Forbidden flesh version. I'm going to flip mine right now. Now, that's the same with the Nintendo Switch version as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and open up the Nintendo Switch version, because I have a feeling I'm going to be playing both of these. I want to play the PlayStation 4 version for faster loading and for the trophies. And then I'm going to want to play the Nintendo Switch version on the go too. I just know it. So there is the censored cover. And then we have the uncensored cover inside. Why? Wow, this material is really thick. It even says back inlay on the inside there. Maybe to make sure that nobody at the factory accidentally puts it in backwards, because it does look the same. So they have to, like, in big print here, back inlay. And then we have the game card here. All right, so let's take a look at some of the gameplay here. Alright, so here we have the Mary Skelter Locked Up in Love True End visual novel accessible from the main menu. This was a pre-order bonus in Japan, but we get it built into the game with this localization. So this takes place after the events of the game. It's a silly summer beach day romance ending to the Mary Skelter trilogy, and it all plays out like a typical visual novel. But I won't spoil that. Back at the main menu, we have the before story. Now, these are all of the cutscenes from the first two games, along with fully unlocked CGs and galleries. You've got information on all of the characters and everything. So with this, you can completely skip playing the first two games and just jump straight into the finale. Now, as for the main gameplay in Mary Skelter Finale, it's a first-person dungeon crawler, just like the others, but what sets this one apart from the first two games is that you are controlling multiple groups of characters, each in different areas of the game. You can switch groups at any point, so if you're getting bored of one area of the game, you can swap over to one of the other parties and see what's going on over there. It's really a pretty neat feature. Now, one thing I don't like about this game is that it takes a very long time to get into. There's about 3 hours worth of tutorial gameplay before you get into the real meat of it. Anyway, that's just a quick look at the game. I may do a complete review of it later after I've had a chance to play through more of it, but for now, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you later.